Good morning, students. How are you? I hope all of you are quite well, and I further hope that you might have worked very, very hard during 5 days because there was no lecture at all. I will dictate each and everything. Please pay proper attention and listen to me very carefully. Sometimes it happens that accused wants to evade his arrest and he has been concealing himself or he has absconded. The police is conducting raids on his residence or on various places, but the person could not be arrested. Even warrants have been issued. Then in such a situation, we cannot say that accused can evade permanently or absolve of this criminal liability because there is a provision. Now that such accused can be declared to be the proclaimed offender. Now, in which circumstances we can say? When the court has already issued warrants and the police failed to arrest him on the ground that, look here, sir, the accused has been absconding or he has been concealing himself somewhere, or he is not coming within the view of the police. In such a situation, the criminal court can issue a proclamation. It can pass a written proclamation. It can publish that proclamation under section 82, very, very important section 82 CRPC. Now in this section 82 CRPC, if warrants have been issued and the person has been absconding or concealing, then the criminal code can publish the proclamation with the direction to the accused that accused should appear within the period of 30 days, 1 month, 2 months. But here the period must be 30 days or more. It should not be less than. It means whenever we are going to declare accused to be proclaimed offender, minimum 30 days time must be given. Now the question is how we can issue, how we can affect that proclamation. Now when the court has passed proclamation, it will hand over to the police. And let me give one example here. You may not write in your copies because I will dictate you later on. Now A has committed murder of B and FIR has been written under section 302 of IPC. And the police wants to arrest A, but A has absconded. Or A has been concealing himself. And the police failed to arrest him. Now in that case, the police will approach the judicial magistrate with the prayer, look here, sir, this accused, he has been intentionally concealing himself. Therefore, proclamation should be issued against him. The court will pass such a proclamation and it will ask the police to go to the residence of that person and publish there. And we call it munadi. that go to the place and through munadi or by beating drums make everyone aware that this person has not been appearing in the court, he is going to be declared as proclaimed offender and he is given 30 days time to attend the 30 days or more than 30 days to attend the court, to appear in the court. Simultaneously, such proclamation will be affixed on the house or say at the main gate, at a conspicuous place which is noticeable by each and everyone. Now it will be affixed. Such proclamation will also be affixed in the courtroom also, so that anyone who is attending the court, he must know that this particular person is going to be declared as proclaimed offender. Now the court is also having discretion in such type of very heinous crime to publish the proclamation in a newspaper like Tribune, Punjabi newspaper, Ajit, or any other Hindi, Punjab Kesari like that, which is in circulation in that area. No. If the accused fails to appear within the period of 30 days or more period which has been given by the court, then he is declared to be the proclaimed person. Now, in the case, he has committed heinous crime like murder or culpable homicide or under section 396 dacoity with murder. Now, in such type of cases, the accused is declared to be proclaimed offender. Now, please keep in mind, section 82, subsection 4 lays down certain sections like 302, 304, 396, etc. And in those cases, the accused is declared to be proclaimed offender. When the accused has been declared to be proclaimed offender or proclaimed person, please keep in mind that we are distinguishing two terms. One is proclaimed person, who has not committed any offense given under section under this subsection 4 of section 82, and he has committed some other offense other than these offenses, and he will be declared as proclaimed person. But if if the accused has committed offense punishable under section 302, 304, and he is not appearing in the court, then he will be declared to be proclaimed offender. Yes, students, keep in mind that while issuing proclamation, or while declaring that person to be the proclaimed person or proclaimed offender, the court can attach property of that person also, house of that person also, to put pressure on him that he must appear in the court. Otherwise, his property can be sold, can be forfeited to the state government. The property can also be attached. Now, suppose he has been declared proclaimed offender or proclaimed person. Now, section 174A of IPC lays down that once a person has been declared to be proclaimed person or proclaimed offender, a new offense stands committed. and he will be punished independently under section 174A of IPC. If he is a proclaimed person, he may be given punishment up to 3 years. If he is a proclaimed offender, he may be given imprisonment up to 7 years. Now that is new offense. Moreover, it is cognizable. FIR can also be registered. Now the question arises that when we declare a person to be proclaimed person, how we are to conduct the criminal proceedings? Now in such a case, when a person has been declared to be the proclaimed person or proclaimed offender, and FIR has been registered, the police will conduct the investigation in absence of accused, and it will file the police report in absence of accused. And the court, criminal court, will initiate the proceedings by asking the public prosecutor to bring the witnesses. Now the question arises whether evidence can be recorded at the back of the accused. Students, there is one very important section, 273 of CRPC, which lays down that generally in all the cases, the evidence must be written in presence of the accused. Therefore, accused must be present invariably when evidence is recorded. Now this section 273 is very, very important section. But section 299 is an exception to that. Now this question has been asked many times, under which section the evidence can be recorded against the accused in absence of accused. It is section 299. There are other sections also, we will discuss that. Now once a proclaimed offender has been properly declared to be proclaimed offender, then the court can record the evidence of the witnesses in absence of accused. Now when evidence has been recorded, and thereafter suppose after 10 years accused has been arrested, and he will be interrogated by the police. He can be sent on police custody also. And after a proper interrogation, the police will present now supplementary challan, because challan has already been presented. Now supplementary challan will be presented. And thereafter, accused will be tried properly. Suppose if those witnesses whose evidence has already been recorded, they have expired, or they have become incapable, they have become deaf and dumb and now cannot speak, then evidence already recorded in absence of the accused will be read against the accused, and conviction can be made on the basis of that evidence which was recorded against the accused in his absence without cross-examination, because a right of cross-examining the witnesses belonging to accused is very important right. But here his right will stand forfeited. Why? Because he himself has been concealing himself. He himself has been absconding. Rather, we have already attached his property also. Yes, students, this is the process. This is the procedure. How we start the proceedings against proclaimed offender or against proclaimed person. That procedure. Now write one question. What is the procedure adopted by criminal courts for dealing with cases of proclaimed offender? And how an accused becomes proclaimed offender? Yes, let me dictate you here properly, then we will read those sections also. Now we will start from example, it will be better. Suppose A, an accused, has committed murder of B, and FIR has been recorded against this A under section 302. But A has left the country. Or say that A has been concealing himself and the police could not arrest the accused in this case. Full stop. In such circumstances, the police will present an application to the court with a prayer that it is not possible to arrest the accused through warrants, and in such circumstances, the court may record the statements of police to this effect that accused has absconded or has been concealing, and thereafter it can pass a proclamation. And it can give the direction to the police officer that take this proclamation and pronounce this near the residence of accused by beating drums, so that everyone who is near or dear to him must know that the accused is going to be declared to be proclaimed person or proclaimed offender. Full stop. The criminal code will also give an order that a proclamation should be affixed at the residence of the accused, and it will also fix date on which the police officer will affix the notice on the courthouse also at appropriate place. First off, in such cases, the court is having discretion keeping in view the circumstances of the case, to publish the proclamation through newspaper, which is in circulation in that area. Full stop. It is the duty of the court to give minimum 30 days to the accused to appear in the court. For example, proclamation is published on 1st January 2020. And the accused may be asked to appear on or before 31st January 2020. Thus, minimum period must be 30 days. First off, it may be more, maybe 1 month, 10 days. First off, but it cannot be less than 30 days. First off, in this case, if the proclamation is published on 1st January 2020 and accused has been asked to appear on 28th January, that will be illegal, and the higher court will set aside the order on the ground that proper procedure has not been followed. Yes, next para. In case the accused does not appear within specific period, comma, then the criminal court may declare that person to be proclaimed person or proclaimed offender. First off, if the accused has committed any offense mentioned in subsection 4 of section 82, then he will be declared to be proclaimed offender. Full stop. But in case the accused has committed any offense other than those given in subsection 4 of section 82, then he will be declared as proclaimed person. First off, section 174A makes distinction between both crystal clear. Full stop. Section 174A lays down that if the accused has been declared as proclaimed offender under section 82, subsection 4, then he may be punished up to 7 years. Whereas other accused, having been declared as proclaimed offender or proclaimed persons, will be punished only up to 3 years. Yes, next para. During this process, the criminal court is competent to attach the property of such proclaimed person or proclaimed offender who stop. Now write one question here. Whether the criminal code can record the evidence in absence of accused. Yes, let me dictate you. General law is that evidence must be recorded. Evidence must be recorded by criminal courts in the presence of accused or in the presence of pleader of the accused. First off, section 273 of CRPC lays down that criminal courts should record evidence in presence of accused. But simultaneously, it also lays down some exceptions also. First stop. Section 299 of CRPC is an exception. Now write next paragraph. In above situation, when the accused has been declared to be proclaimed one, then the police will conduct investigation in absence of accused, and the police report will be presented before the judicial magistrate. And the judicial magistrate will give direction to the public prosecutor to bring evidence. Full stop. In such a case where accused is proclaimed one, comma, no charge is framed, comma, nor such case under section 302 IPC can be committed to the court of session, comma, rather judicial magistrate will record the statements of witnesses in absence of accused. Full stop. Right, next para. Suppose in such a situation, after the lapse of 10 years, accused has been arrested, comma, then the police can interrogate the accused by getting police remand from the judicial magistrate, and the police will present supplementary challan. And on the basis of supplementary challan, the trial court will conduct the trial. Full stop. But in case the witnesses who have already given evidence had expired, then the evidence given by those witnesses will be read against the accused, and the accused can be convicted on the basis of those statements of witnesses which were recorded in his absence. Thus, Section 299 is an exception to Section 273 of CRPC. Yes, next. Under Section 174A, comma, an FIR can also be registered because that is a cognizable offense and the accused will be liable to be punished in second case under Section 174A, in addition to the case in which he has been declared to be the proclaimed offender. Yes, now let us read that section. Firstly, we can come to this IPC 174A, what this section says. 174, please open your IPC 174A. in order to make distinction that who is proclaimed person and who is proclaimed offender. Yes, let us see. I hope all of you have found that. Yes.
Section 174A IPC. Non-appearance in response to a proclamation under Section 82 of Act 2 of 1974.
Yes, I have already dictated that under section 82 how the proceedings are started. Yes.
Whoever fails to appear at the specified place and the specified time as required by
Yes, specified time. It means this specified time, it should not be less than 30 days. Keep in mind. Yes.
whoever fails to appear at the specified place and the specified time as required by a proclamation published under subsection 1 of section 82.
Now here we will say they are talking about, please write here, underline this subsection 1, 82, right there, proclaimed person. They are talking about proclaimed person, yes.
Of the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973 shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to three
Yes,
years
please underline this 3 years. Now his punishment is 3 years. Yes.
or with fine or with both, and where a declaration has been made under subsection 4 of that section
Yes,
pronouncing
please underline this subsection 4 and write against this proclaimed offender. Yes.
of that section pronouncing him as a proclaimed offender, he shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 7 years and shall also be liable to fine.
Yes. Now let us see. We will come to this CRPC 273 section. Let us see section 2. Please open this CRPC section 273. Let us see what this section says. Yes.
Section 273 CRPC. Evidence to be taken in presence of accused.
Yes, please highlight this. This is the general law. This is the general rule. Yes.
Except as otherwise expressly provided.
Yes, please underline this. Except as otherwise expressly provided. Now write against this section 299. Because there it has been specifically provided. Yes.
All evidence taken in the course of the trial or other proceeding shall be taken in the presence of the accused or when his personal attendance is dispensed with in the presence of his pleader.
Yes. Now we will discuss now section 82. First of all, students, let us take a break. Thereafter, in next session, I will dictate you what is section 82. I have already dictated. We will read that also, so that I will dictate something more. Thank you.